Hi, bitch besties. It's your main bitch, Melly. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to another episode of the Judgy Bitch Pod. All right, last game I have to play with you circles back to your Swedish roots. And me being European, I tried to tell you in Swedish, because, I'm fluent in Swedish that I've never spoken before. And the game is called Bitch, What Does That Mean?
Oh no.
All right, here we go. Det ingen ko på isen. That means there's no cow on the ice. What do you think that means? Hi, Sarah. Welcome to the
Hi.
Judgy Bitch Pod.
Hi. Yeah.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on.
No, thank you for having me.
course.
Excited to be.
Tell my bitch besties how you and I met.
You and I met at work together. We started around the same time.
Yeah. And since we're always wishing not to be at work when we were working, what's one place you'd love to go if money didn't matter?
For vacation or just like permanently or both?
Either one.
If I could just like not show up to work, oh my gosh, I'd probably go to Crete, or I would love to go to Korea sometime soon. I'd probably get like 1 million procedures done. come back all glam and ready.
Bitch, you don't need any of them. Stop it.
Not necessarily like any needles, but just like, laser, just facials,
Oh, yeah.
day spa. Yeah,
I hear you on that. Nice. So this year has pretty much been a shit show so far. Let's just face it, right?
definitely.
What's one thing you really bitched out about this year so far? What's like the worst that you can remember?
Oh my God. Where do you start? I mean, everything is so chaotic. First of all, I feel like everyone's mentality has like shifted. Everything is so uncertain. Like we're so uncertain as far as like the state of the country, as far as like, work goes in general, like finding work. It's scary. I don't know. I feel like people are constantly in fight or flight. That was like way more than one thing. But I can't like single out one thing. It's just been a whirlwind of things I've been bitching about for the past year. And it's only barely August. I feel like so much shit has happened.
No, for real.
It's terrible.
Yes. Do you have a tip for the bitch besties out there who are listening to us right now, how to deal with this shit show? Do you have any advice, like, I don't know, happy hour after work, to forget the work day, or I don't know, any ideas on how you could deal with that?
I think one thing that's really important is to that works for me especially, is like if it's out of your control, if there's something out of your control, I personally would recommend to not get so overworked about it. Like, for example, we live in LA, we have to drive everywhere. There's so much traffic. If someone gets in front of me or is rude to me, I'm not going to allow that to get to me. I don't have like the bandwidth to get upset about something like that, versus like taking control and like actively trying to pursue my goals, whether it just be small things and like a workout, getting outside, hanging out with friends. And don't be afraid to, I think, like reward yourself every time you do one of those things. Or if you have a hard week, don't be afraid to like treat yourself to something. It can be small.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. And you
Yeah.
mentioned road rage. Oh my God, that's something I seriously need to work on before I kill somebody. Like, honestly, when I'm driving, especially after work and I'm aggravated and, you're still like winding down from work and like you're in a rush to get home. Let's face it, right? We always drive like we are late for home, right? That's what we do. And then when somebody is just driving so slow and below the speed limit, I literally want to play bumper cars with him. I literally want to give him a push from behind. And then I literally have to be like, bitch, calm down. You can be home 2 minutes later. Like, you're not running late for nothing. Just calm the fuck down.
When I think about it, okay, here's another tip. If you're like, will this still make me upset tomorrow? I think it's best to just let it go and not overreact. You know what I mean? I mean, I think your feelings are valid because that shit is so annoying. And I also want to like look them dead in the eyes and be like, "You are as stupid as you drive." Like, why are we tailgating? Why are we going so slow? Why are we doing all these things? But at the end of the day, I'm like, am I going to be upset about this tomorrow? If I'm not, then I just need to let it go. I usually forget about it anyway, like a few minutes later, because I'm the type of person, like, I will get so worked up about something, and I think it affects my well-being. Like, your day is stressful enough.
It does. I'm obsessed with
Yeah.
that tip. That's a really good advice. Thank you so much. I will try to do it myself too. All right.
Yeah.
So you were born and raised in LA, I think, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Which area in LA are you from?
I'm from Marina Del Rey by Venice.
That's by Venice. That's on the west side by the ocean.
Correct.
For anybody who doesn't know, because we have German bitches out there who listen too. Hello, shout out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a small-ish city. I mean, there's a lot of apartments here. Most people don't know where it is, so I just say by Venice.
It's fine. And we just touched on road rage because
Mm.
LA traffic is a thing. LA traffic is a term that's been used for ages and it's still being used. And everybody refers to the traffic in LA as LA traffic. Now, I used to live close to New York City. I drove through New York City a bunch of times. And guess what? There's traffic too. So, and other cities have it as well. And I'm from Berlin. We have traffic too. Why is LA traffic such a thing? What is that?
LA traffic is, well, first of all, like the streets aren't made to accommodate the amount of people that are in Los Angeles. If you notice, the streets are most streets are very small.
Yeah.
Some streets have been like widened. I personally don't think it's like that helpful with return to office. Like now everyone's on the road. So like not only do we have too many people in the city, the streets can't accommodate. And also you don't have like another option. I don't have the option to like get on the subway. I don't have the option to take the bus. It would take me 2 hours to go 9 miles. So I think that's like a huge factor into why LA traffic is like seriously some of the worst traffic. I think any city that's not very walkable is also similar. I heard like Dallas is terrible as well. And I don't think that's a walkable city. LA is not only like there's so much traffic, it's so noisy too. And everything like is such a wind tunnel. So it just echoes throughout the whole place.
It's interesting because that's a real thing in New York City with all the, skyscrapers and those high buildings. And it really depends which street or avenue you're on because it can be a real wind tunnel, especially on a windy day. But in LA also, I think the traffic is so extreme. And you mentioned it is because there is no real other option. So everybody and their brother has to be driving to wherever they want to go. And then plus the new thing is you have the Waymos, the driverless cars, and you have all the Ubers for people who don't have a driver's license. There do is public transportation. You mentioned the buses and there's also a metro system, but it's by far not such a wide reach as in New York City, right? You cannot just jump on a subway at every corner and go wherever you want to go. Plus it is not very safe, or how would you describe the public transportation?
I mean, yeah, so like I don't really have the only option I would have to get to like either downtown. First I'd have to get in my car, I'd have to take a bus to a station and go, which is kind of normal, but something that's like holding me back from even trying that is a safety factor like in LA. And I'm not really a scaredy cat. I don't get scared easily. Grew up in a city. I've been to many cities. I've gone on buses in cities that I'm not from. I don't know. It's icky. It's scary. I've seen knives on buses. I've seen people just drunk, holding weapons, something sharp. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah,
I can't.
I totally get that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let's lighten up the mood a little bit. What's your favorite part of town?
Oh, my favorite part of town. I like your area a lot just because it's so different.
My area being
I
Hollywood.
exactly. Like I love complaining, but I also like I love complaining about LA, and I'm so glad this podcast is the bitchy podcast because
Yes.
it's perfect. I can be a bitch. But like I always complain about how LA is so vast. It's so big. So there's no focal point.
Mhm.
So for me, it's like staying on the West Side, I'm always here. But when I go to Hollywood, it's like completely different vibes. It's like, I don't know, it hits you. Like it's so fun. It's like glitzy. I mean, of course, you have like some problems in Hollywood as well
Yeah,
with like homelessness and,
all over
you know,
town.
but that's everywhere. There's something about Hollywood that's just so special. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a completely different world from me, and I lived here my whole life. So I like to venture out that way if I want that vibe, and then I just head to like Manhattan Beach if I want to relax. Those
Love
are my
it.
2 favorite places in LA.
Yeah. And because you mention it, I learned now that I've been here for almost a year, in a couple of weeks, it's going to be a year. Probably by the time this episode airs, it's going to be a year. That every neighborhood and every part of the city pretty much has its own climate zone. And I
Crazy.
learned new terms, which I've never ever heard before. May gray and June bloom. Can you explain what that is? I mean, not the, technical explanation, but just like for our listeners out there to understand what's going on. Why are those terms around and what does it mean?
Typically, we experience like very overcast weather in May, June, and then it goes into July as well. Like during the 4th of July, you couldn't see the fireworks here in Marina. It has to do with the, what's it called?
It has to do with like the warmer air over the colder ocean, and that creates clouds
Correct.
and overcast. That's all I know. And, don't come for me because I'm obviously not a professional, but that's, my easy, simple explanation I have. But it's funny that it occurs every year in May. And that's why it's called May gray, because literally all day long, it's pretty much overcast and gray and not sunny, what you would expect from Southern California. And then in June, funny enough, it changes. And that's why it's called June gloom, because the morning it's gloomy. And then by the afternoon, it's like somebody opened the curtain and all of a sudden it's blue skies and sunny.
I would say, like, if you're visiting LA on the West Side, you'll experience, like, during those times, it'll be completely overcast in the morning. Then it'll open up a little bit in the late afternoon. And then by like 4 or 5, it's completely overcast again. Sometimes it's a little bit better if you want like a lot of sunshine to stay inland, but be warned, just because it's sunny where you are does not mean it's like sunny and warm by the beach. September is usually like a hotter, better time to come, I personally think.
Oh my God. I learned that the hard way multiple times already. So I guess I haven't learned it, but I experienced
Yeah.
it multiple times. Here in Hollywood, it's nice blue skies and sunny. It's in the 80s, right? It's like a perfect summer day. So I decide to go to the beach. Come, Peanut, let's go to the beach, right? I put on my shorts, my t-shirt, take my towel, take Peony, and we drive out to Venice. I love the Venice beach for Peanut and me. And we get there and it's overcast. It's chilly. It's only like chilly, don't shoot me. We're still in LA, but you would probably like to have like a long sleeve shirt on top. And it's not the nice summer beach day that I thought it would be, because literally every neighborhood has its own climate zone. You go into the valley, and even from Hollywood into the valley, like Studio City, where Vanderpump Rules or the Valley Place, actually Vanderpump Rules place in West Hollywood, but the Valley Place and Studio City and the Valley, that's why it's called the Valley. They have
Mhm.
10 degrees more there. It's so hot. Isn't that insane?
It is insane. I've even had that happen to me when I used to when I was inland. I was like, "Oh, I have to like rush back home. I want to go to the beach. It's so hot. Like I can't wait to like lay out." And then you just drive in and you see this thick layer of like gray. And then I see all these cars lined up to go to the beach and I'm like, "Ugh, like just turn around at that point. Like what's the point
Yeah.
of unloading all your stuff and going down there if it's going to be cold?"
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So that is like a good observation. That is definitely LA during those times. Later in July, maybe September is a better time if you want like more reliable heat.
Yeah. And then also, Hollywood is known for obviously the entertainment industry and for the movie production, everything. And it also seems like everybody and my neighbor here in Hollywood has been trying out and auditing for whatever show, movie, theater, whatnot. Have you ever audited for anything?
I have
Auditioned, I
never
think is the word. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word.
aud- auditioned is the word. Yeah, I have not. You know what? I take it back. When I was little, I did. I remember when I was like really young. I don't know what it was. They ended up saying no, but that was the only thing. Just being from here, I think you have a different idea of that. I think if you come from somewhere else and you have this big dream of making it big in Hollywood, it's a little different, but for like local like Angelinos, I don't necessarily hear a lot of people that are from here that like audition and really want to get into that
Yeah.
line of work.
Yeah. But you just mentioned Angelina. It's so cute because even the mayor refers to the people in Los Angeles as the Los Angelinos, which is such a cute little term. You
Yeah.
mentioned earlier that you like Hollywood for the glitz and glam. Do you have a recommendation for a cool restaurant or bar? It doesn't have to be in Hollywood, just like, for a tourist to come to LA. Where would you send them?
I love personally Sunset Tower Bar. It's an older, like iconic hotel. It's dark, it's like swanky. They have like live jazz. They have the most amazing cocktails. It's not cheap, but it's 100% worth it. So good, like the best martini.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I always recommend Sunset Tower Bar. You can even have brunch there, like on the patio overlooking the water in the city.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then the Edition Hotel in West Hollywood is also great if you want like rooftop views of the city, the restaurant at the top, or even the lobby bar is so fun. And then you can just like hop around from there,
Mhm.
which I love about once you're in Hollywood, it's easy. And then like just in general, like another area I would say to check out is like Silver Lake Echo Park area.
Yes,
Super fun.
completely
Yeah.
different. And then you have Los Feliz, which is, again, a complete different vibe. But a lot of
Totally.
Hollywood stars, as we know them, live in Los Feliz, right? And I recently went on a walking tour with a shout out, my walking group, and we did a Walt Disney tour in Los Feliz. That's where it all started. It was so interesting. So I recommend that too.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you like that area? Like, could you see yourself living there or do you like where you are now?
I really like where I am now, but I do like Los Feliz, and it's not that far from me. It's only like a 10-minute drive. Yeah.
It is close to you. That's the thing. Like, I love being on the West Side because I love leaving the craziness and coming here. But just hearing that it's close to you is so crazy to me because it would take me like over an hour to get there with traffic.
With traffic, yeah. And there's always traffic. That's why it's called LA traffic, because there is not just the rush hour traffic as you know it from other cities. It's literally like all day long. Although sometimes on the weekends it might slow down a little bit, but still it's crazy the traffic you hit sometimes unexpectedly at unexpected hours. It's crazy. Yeah.
Agreed.
Anyway,
Mm-mm.
so you were born and raised in LA, but your mom's actually from Sweden.
Correct. Yes.
So you're half European bitch like me. I mean, actually, I'm a full European bitch, but you're half one.
I'm half.
That's
You're full.
awesome. I'm a full.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Accent and all. I'm here, bitching around.
You know, that is so European of you. And we love that.
Thank you. But your mom also has an accent. You just mentioned that to me yesterday. Talk to me about this. How was it growing up with your mom having an accent? I mean, obviously, unfortunately, you don't remember how you learned English while your mom is having an accent. I assume you don't remember that. But how was it growing up with somebody who has an accent? Do you remember when you first realized that she has an accent?
Like, probably very young. Like, once you go to everyone else's house and they have, like, the very standard American parents, which is a totally different environment, by the way.
How
I learned
tell?
very young. There's a difference in, like, at least what I noticed growing up in, like, what they were eating, the snacks they had, how the mom was, like, a little bit more strict, I think. This could just be, like, my mom, but, like, I think she was just always more lenient with me as far as, like, going out and, like, drinking, and so I never, like, felt the need to overdo it with anything. But, like, going back to as a kid, like, we didn't have, like, American snacks in the house.
Interesting.
Um, so I would get really excited to go to like their house and like eat like Gushers or like Oreos and stuff like that. We still had sweets, but it was more so like, I don't know,
The
ice
sweeter
cream
stuff.
and like taste.
I love that. I really
Yeah.
like that. So your mom pretty much taught you at least those kind of, it's not even traditions. I asked you the other days if you know any Swedish tradition, and you didn't even know Knut. So
You reminded me. I will ask her about it.
yes, please do. And for everybody who doesn't know Knut, and the only reason why I know about Knut is because in Germany we used to have a commercial for IKEA IKEA, you say in America, but IKEA in Germany, where they celebrate Knut at the beginning of January as the time to get rid of your Christmas tree and kind of like start your spring decoration. And they explained in that commercial that when we celebrate Knut is when they throw out the Christmas tree out of the window if they live in an apartment building to get rid of it. It was such a cute little commercial. It was funny how they all throw out the Christmas trees. And I don't know if it's even a real thing, but I asked you about it the other day and you're like, bitch, what?
Yeah. I know. I'll have to get like my mom's like professional opinion. I spent Christmases there. We didn't do that. I mean, maybe it's like a Stockholm thing. My family's from a small beach town, so we'll
Or
see.
maybe it's just an IKEA thing.
Can I ask you a question about?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question, and I know this like I think it originates from Austria, but were you ever told the story of Krampus growing up?
Krampus? Is that like a Santa Claus version?
Yeah, but like horrifying, like scary. He's
No,
like,
I wasn't, but maybe the people in the South. We should ask my main bitch, Simone. She probably knows that. We do celebrate on December 6th. We celebrate Nikolaus Day. And the way in like East Berlin, where I grew up, we celebrated is that the kids had to clean their shoes on the night of December 5th and only put the clean shoes. Yeah, don't laugh. The clean shoes outside their doors. And then not Santa Claus, Nikolaus would come overnight. And for the good kids, they would put like little stocking stuffers in the shoes. And for the bad kids, he would leave coal in the shoes. So, you had to clean your shoes. And then you would wake up on December 6th in the morning and you had little gifts in your shoes.
I think like the whole idea of like Krampus is like if you haven't been good, he's gonna come and get you and take you away. Like it was pretty traumatizing. The whole story of it's like really scary. And I was just asking because someone from Switzerland told me that they grew up with that story.
I believe it because when you look at all the German fairy tales that we have from the Brother Grimms, there's always somebody dying or, you learn that if you don't eat up, you get super skinny and you fall off the chair and you die. Or, if you don't brush your hair and cut your nails, you get the crazy hair and the long nails. Like the German fairy tales, the very old original German fairy tales, they're scary for kids when you think about it, but we all grew up with them.
I yeah, it's really scary. I want to know like the psychology behind that. Did people just not care about children back then?
No, they
That was
didn't.
my kind of yeah, I could see that.
I don't know what the psychology is. I think maybe the psychology just wasn't as far as them thinking about the effects of that on the kids for later. I don't know. But it's funny. There's actual like videos on YouTube about it, how they make fun of German fairy tales because every fairy tale somebody dies.
No, they're really scary. I think that's also like another difference too that I noticed like growing up is like a lot of American households were a lot like less like how do you say like picky with their children?
Hmm.
Europeans are a bit more like they notice things and they'll say it and then you're not supposed to be offended about it. Like
Yes.
my mom everything.
Very
Like
straightforward.
call out everything. Yeah, very straightforward.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're upset about that? Sorry, that's your fault.
Sorry, your problem.
Yeah.
That's funny. But let me ask you this, since obviously all I know about Sweden is from the IKEA commercials. Are Swedish meatballs a real thing?
Yeah, of course. But they're really good in Sweden. They're like handmade and rolled.
Does your mom ever make them?
Interesting. I don't think she has. I don't remember. Sometimes she like heats up some meatballs and just puts like lingonberry and makes homemade mashed potatoes. But I don't think she's ever made like Swedish style like meatballs. We call it köttbullar.
Yeah,
Köttbullar.
that's what it's called at IKEA too. So
Yes,
they're not lying.
exactly.
Okay.
They don't taste like that. Like I don't know how to. It would be like I don't know. Oh, if I were to tell you to go to Wiener Schnitzel and eat a hot dog and say, "Oh, is this what it's like in Germany?" You'd be like, "No."
Right.
Like a bratwurst. It's like the quality at IKEA is like really poor, but it still tastes good. But you're
Right.
like, this isn't like,
I agree.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I totally get what you mean. some people don't like doing that. I like going to German restaurants sometimes, although I know the schnitzel there, for example, it's not going to taste the way my mom makes the schnitzel, right? But it's still like a taste of Germany. So although it's not necessarily what I grew up with, but it still reminds me of something. And I like that sometimes. And other people are like, no, if it doesn't taste like home, I'm not eating it.
Ugh.
The bitchy
Mm,
Germans.
yeah. Yeah, like, we're not too proud to be like, "Let's not go to IKEA." In fact, like, my mom will just randomly go to IKEA and have, like, the lox salad it's so funny. She always wants to go do that. I don't know why.
I love that. I love that. All right, let me shift gears with you real quick because, I haven't been shutting up about fashion, certain fashion trends and fashion styles. And you're very fashion forward and you always look so nice when I see you. So I want to ask your opinion because recently I just ordered my very first bras from SKIMS, the Kim Kardashian brand. And she has been on the news for her nipple bra. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Who's going to wear a nipple bra? And then in one of the recent episodes, I mean, the season has been over for a couple of weeks now, but in one of those episodes, Khloe Kardashian was wearing the nipple bra. And I don't know if I'm just a prude German bitch, but I was like, what the fuck? Why would you even show nipples? I feel uncomfortable when I see other people's nipples. What's your thoughts on that?
I agree. I think it's, like, kind of trendy. Personally, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. I think, like, for a while, I don't know if, like, it's cool anymore, but a lot of girls would wear, like, really thin white tops and they'd have their nipples pierced so you could, like, see it very visibly.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I think, like, for a long time, no one really said anything and we accepted it, and so the pendulum kinda just swung back to the middle, and, like, now girls are just, like, braless all the time, but I'm all for it because I'll just wear a sports bra at most.
So do I. But even the braless trend, I can't really get onto it. Like the other day, I was wearing like a shoulderless top and I didn't have a bra to wear with that. So I just went braless. I felt so uncomfortable all day long. Also, I felt like gravity is doing a number on my titties. And I was like, stop it right now.
I think sometimes, yeah, you kind of it's so noticeable if someone does not wear a bra, depending on,
Yeah.
like, what size they are. I mean, I would never show up to a job interview with, like, a pale yellow T-shirt and or, like, blouse with
Yeah.
my boobs flopping around. But, yeah, it's all about, like, what makes you comfortable. Sometimes I do agree, sometimes it can be a little too noticeable.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
And
there's so many bras nowadays that I feel like are so comfortable. Like, the
yes,
Skims bra is comfortable.
I can wait to
So,
try.
like, I don't feel pressured anymore to wear this, like, uncomfortable underwire bra from Victoria's Secret that's, like, $50.
I
So
still
that's
love
the
those
nice
too,
part.
though. They make nice, nice titties, though.
They make them look nice, but aren't they sore when you take off the bra? I feel like my boobs are so sore after.
Yeah, I think that's why it's a thing to come home and the first thing you do is take your bra off is from
Ugh.
generations of, wearing those kind of bras. Yeah. The best
Like, the
feeling
red
though.
marks under.
Yeah, I
So
know.
nice.
But also maybe it's a character thing. And maybe I'm just a different character than people or personality or whatever you want to call it of people who would wear the nipple bras. No shade on any bitch, right? You wear whatever you want to wear and you do you. But also I see so many pictures on social media where people are posting selfies of themselves and all you see is titties in the picture. Like 3/4 of the picture is their huge titties. And every picture they post is just about their titties. And I tried, get on the trends and be all sexy and sit by the pool and like, you know, try to take a selfie like that. And I just don't feel comfortable. And seeing those, and not that I'm not comfortable in a bikini. I, rock my belly at the beach, run around in a bikini, right? But seeing those pictures all the time, and it's usually the same people just showing off their titties on any Instagram post makes me question a little bit if they don't have anything else they can show off or if they don't have anything else going on for themselves or if it's a trick I don't know about to get guys to talk to you. Maybe that's why nobody slides into my DMs. What do you think?
It could be whoever's posting these pictures. The only thing that upsets me, I will just say quickly, is, like, If something's like overly edited, I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's really misleading. But
Hmm.
if someone's image on TikTok, whatever, mostly Instagram is, I feel like, where I see stuff like that. I don't know. Are they getting paid to post a picture in that bikini? Are they getting sponsored to do these types of things? And I'm like, okay, maybe they're kind of like stuck with that for now, like
Yeah.
maybe that's their job. So I'm like, okay, girl, like, do you? I get it. And so that's maybe the focus of it all. But
Interesting.
in a way, I do feel like we're kind of like shifting away from that, like the male gaze on Instagram and TikTok.
Hmm.
Like we're putting other content that
Interesting.
like excites us more as women, which I
Repeat
think
that,
is really
please.
cool. I think like a lot of women from what I'm seeing now, they're like shifting away from just posting images like for the male gaze and they're doing it for themselves. Like you can tell like they feel really confident in who they are and they're kind of just doing it, because they enjoy that.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
interesting. So I don't have to feel bad that I don't feel comfortable and I don't have to, start trying to do that more. Very good to know. Circling back to the Kardashians for a moment, how do you feel about them bringing out one brand after another? And each sister has their own brand. And now they made it as far as I think all of them or most of them, they're multi-billionaires. When you shop for those brands, do you feel like, no, bitch, you're rich enough. I'm not going to buy your shit? Or do you feel like, yeah, girl, I'm going to support it because it's also good quality and it's a good product? How do you feel about that?
I should be asking you, Miss Cloud Popcorn.
I do love Chloe's popcorn. I also do love Chloe. I also have her perfume.
So do you feel better about purchasing like solely from Chloe's line
No, I still feel
rather than
icky about it, honestly, because I know they're
really?
already rich as fuck and I should probably support like a smaller brand. But I just love her and I love her lifestyle and I want a piece of it. And that's why maybe I buy those products.
I think like there's nothing that like, I wouldn't automatically purchase something just because a celebrity released it. I see a lot of people do that and I think like, do you really need another like $30 lip gloss just because someone released this
Yeah.
lip gloss and you watch them? I think that's a little ridiculous. For me, it's like I've tried the Skims dupes. They're okay. I do actually like the Skims product. And so I'm okay with purchasing it. But if I find something else, I'll purchase that. Do I feel bad about supporting the Kardashians? I mean, a top, a bag of popcorn. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really. Personally, I don't think I'm contributing to a negative cause, so to speak. Would I like post something? I mean, this would never happen, but like, would I post something of theirs for free? Would I like share their content? Would I like stick up for them all that? No.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
interesting. Well, thank you so much for your hot takes on that. Before I let you go, though, I do want to play some fun games as it's tradition here on the Judgy Bitch Pod. Are you ready?
Yes.
Game number one is called Yes, Bitch or Bitch, Please. Got it? Number one, working from bed every day.
Yes, bitch. Yes. Every day.
Number two, this thing thrives under pressure while crying during job rejections.
You said crying under pressure
Yeah, you're listing it in your
while
resume while you're.
I want to say yes, bitch. I do. Because I want these people to know how much I'm fucking going crazy. But I have to say no.
Yes,
Nope. Can't do it.
here's a good one. The Skims nipple bra in the workplace.
Oh my gosh. I want to say yes, bitch, because I want someone to tell on me so bad. And I want to hear that conversation I want to hear that conversation.
Honestly, I don't know what I would do if somebody showed up with a nipple bra. I have such a hard time looking you in your eyes when your nipples, like little hedgehog noses, are like staring at me. It's like so distracting, even for me as a woman, as a straight woman, I should say. I would die if somebody showed up with a nipple bra at the workplace.
As a straight woman, I think I would lose my train of thought talking to you.
Yes, 100%.
I'm just like, oh, wow. but like brave.
Yeah. Have you seen the newest SKIMS product, the face bra?
You told me about it.
Okay,
It's like
next.
a it's like a contouring, like
Yes.
a supposed to pull back.
And it
Mm.
reminds you of that movie, The Silence of the Lambs, a little bit. And Anthony Hopkins, who played in that movie, made the funniest reaction. You should go and Google it. He literally made a video and he was like, Kim Kardashian. It was so funny. Anyways, the next question is for the face bras becoming a red carpet trend.
No, bitch.
No.
No. See, that's one thing I wouldn't sorry, that's, like, one thing I wouldn't support of the Kardashians is, like, having their products on the red carpet, like, give space for someone else, another designer,
I,
please.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, making your titties the main character on LinkedIn.
Will that guarantee me a job?
That's a good question. Maybe, maybe not. Depends who's
Um,
hiring.
and I have to say no, bitch, because at that point, you might as well make an OnlyFans, right?
Good point. Yeah. Wearing mesh when you know it's cold as fuck.
Mesh? Like, with no bra?
Yeah,
Is that where we're going?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, like, been there, done that. Sometimes, you'll warm up later in the night,
But you're
you
wearing a
know?
bra, right?
Yeah, I was usually yes, I was wearing a bra, but, you're, like, shivering outside waiting for your Uber. You're like, "Oh, it's warm in the club, it's warm in the club, it's warm. I just gotta get there."
That's a good
You're like,
point.
I'm glad I did this.
Yeah.
It's hot in here."
Free the nip in your holiday family photo.
Oh my god. No, no, I can't. No, bitch. But that's
Please.
so funny.
Dating apps while on a Zoom meeting,
Dating apps while on a Zoom meeting. Yeah, yeah, bitch.
right? I mean, we
Why
need a
not?
reason why we can concentrate on those fucking Zoom meetings, which I never can. I don't know what it is. If I'm just not
Mm-mm.
interested, but even if I don't look on any apps, I just can't concentrate. My mind wanders off. I don't know. I'm over Zoom meetings, I think.
Yeah, you wanna, like, scroll through and see who's out there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Last one for this game. Calling your coworker babe by accident.
Oh my god, no! Oh! Okay, and also, who's the coworker? Is it, like, Paul in accounting who's, like, married with, like, 4 kids or is it, like, some hot
The hot
intern?
guy. How about the hot guy?
Oh, okay, maybe. "Babe," and he's like, "Aren't you single?" I'm like,
Do you want to go in the copy room with me? Have you ever accidentally, while hanging up the phone, said to anybody, I love you, just like out of, reflex?
I don't think so, but when I was, like, in 1st grade, I called my teacher grandma.
And you were embarrassed about it, right?
I think even at that age, I was like, "Oop, uh-oh,
I
I should
get
not
it.
have said that." But I don't think I've ever said, "I love you."
So embarrassing. No, I feel that. And I feel secondhand embarrassment for everybody who's done that before. All right, last game I have to play with you circles back to your Swedish roots. And me being European, I tried to tell you in Swedish, because I'm fluent in Swedish that I've never spoken before. And the game is called Bitch, what does that mean?
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. Det är ingen ko på isen. That means there's no cow on the ice. What do you think that means?
That's ingen ko on there's no cow this is like a real sentence?
I think so, yeah. I mean, you can ask your
There's
mom.
no
There's
there's no
no
cow
cow
on the
on the ice.
ice? The hell? There's no cow on the ice. What does that mean?
Take a guess.
There's no cow on the ice. I'd have no there's no cow on the what? What is it?
It means no need to worry. Everything is fine for now.
Ice. Okay, I'm gonna say that to her later and see what she says.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Next one. Nu är det kokta fläsket stekt. That means now the boiled pork is fried.
What? Now the boiled pork is fried. I've never heard what the hell?
Want me to tell you?
Yes.
That means now you're in big trouble.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Sled by flugor ian smell. That means kill two
Uh,
flies with one smack.
Kill two what?
Flies?
Fries?
Flies with one smack.
I don't know.
So that
I've
would be
never heard
like the equivalent to kill two birds with one stone.
Oh.
Just the Swedish do with a smack. Next one is at lidan pa and rek maka. That means to slide in on one shrimp sandwich.
That sounds very Swedish. That is something I feel like I would hear.
And that means to have it easy or get something handed to you. Slide it on a shrimp sandwich.
Oh my God.
Can we handle one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Skita idet blas skapet. That means to shit in the blue cupboard. That means to really mess up. So when you shit in a blue cupboard, you really messed up.
Where did you get these?
My new best friend, ChatGPT,
ChatGPT.
who I also call David because I can't pronounce ChatGPT 20 times a day. So David got that for me. And no offense to any Davids out there. I love you. Okay. I have three more. Let's get through them. One is ga some katten rund het gröt. That means walk like the cat around hot porridge.
Okay. Hearing you say it is so funny because it sounds like the Swedish chef or something.
It means to beat around the bush.
Okay.
Second to last is inte ha alla hästar hemma. Not have all the horses at home. That means you're not the brightest. You don't have all the horses at home. You're not the brightest. Okay, last but not least is va blodda tand. Get a bloody tooth. It means to get a taste for something and want more. Get a bloody tooth.
And want more?
And want more.
Jesus Christ. What are you eating?
You should ask your mom about all the sayings in Sweden. Like, what the fuck are they even talking about over there?
Literally, what is wrong with you people?
Yes.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. I have one last game for you, and it's like a version of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Okay?
Yes.
And the version is obsess, stress, repress. Okay?
Yes.
Posting a rejection text on IG for transparency, making your boobs the focal point of every single photo, oversharing your breakup on a podcast, and then deleting the episode.
I'm going to obsess over the boobs. I'm going to repress the IG. And then I'm going to stress about the podcast.
Love it. I'm obsessed.
Because who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I love it.
Just trauma dumping, defamation.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to your therapist, but not to a podcast.
Look at my Instagram photos. Aren't they great? They're like, oh.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming on. I loved having you here. It was funny. I loved this episode. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'll definitely see you soon.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bitch Besties, for listening. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Judgy Bitch Pod. And hey, spread the word. Tell your friends, your ex, your dog walker. We'd love the support. Want to be part of the show? DM us your feedback, hot takes, or unapologetic opinions. We just might read them on air. And don't forget to follow, rate, and review the pod. See you next week. Cheers, bitches.